Hi everybody, it's Lisa from Sutton's Days, and tonight I would like to talk to you about electric stoves and canning. So today we got a little busy after work because we got a new to us electric stove, and it was just the right price at the right time, and it was the right make. Our previous stove, the one that we took out of the kitchen today, was a General Electric. It was the electric stove that has the coils on top. Like I've said before, I do a lot of canning, a lot of canning. And so I didn't want a glass top, and I know people say you can do it, but I can't walk and chew gum apparently anymore, so I'm not going to risk a glass top stove and canning the amount that I do. It's just, I'm not going to do it. Um, but the coiled ones, uh, run into a problem. And specifically, specifically GE and hot point stoves, because you can't do anything about it. Um, the elements, let's just say this is, one of those coil elements, right? The pressure from the canner. Now you got to figure I'm doing a 23 quart canner. Most of the time it is absolutely full. If I'm doing pints, that's 19 pints or 7 quarts. That's a lot of weight on top of that for a good extended amount of time with a lot of heat. And after a very short time, all the coils started tilting. So literally, no matter what I cooked any other time, was at a tilt. You fry an egg, it's all down at that end. You cook anything else, the oil or whatever in the pan goes down that end. It just got to be a real pain. Well, I started investigating, and they have these canning elements for electric stoves. Fantastic. Start reading it a little bit more. Therefore, just about every single kind of electric stove except for GE and Hotpoint. What do I have? I have a GE stove. Nothing I can do about it. I mean, and they're relatively inexpensive. They're $35 or less, but they won't work with a GE or a Hotpoint stove. So I've just been kind of biding my time and slowly beating the heck out of every single element on my stove. I'm not going to replace it, not going to fix it. But I'm also not going to buy a brand new stove right now either. The local Facebook group, somebody posted an Amana electric stove. Very good condition. Thing's beautiful. It's like new. And so we bargained a little bit, and we went and picked it up today, and Phil got it all hooked up. Now, a couple of things. Number one, maybe it's just something that I didn't know about. Appliances don't come with plugs. Really? What brain surgeon came up with this deal? It's, oh, here, we're going to give you a car, but not a gas tank. If you want the gas tank, it's going to be extra. We're going to give you a computer, but not a hard drive. So if you want the hard drive, it's going to be extra. Why do we allow people to do this to us? This is amazing. Appliances that don't have electric cords. Inexcusable. Absolutely inexcusable business behavior as far as I'm concerned. It's ludicrous. So the stove that we had had a cord. And I had been thinking, anyway, let's make sure we save the cord. We're just going to scrap the stove, but save the cord because they come in handy. Well, it ends up we had to put it on the new stove because the plug wasn't the same exact plug that we had, out as the outlet we have. So we took the old stove's plug, put it on the new stove. We're saving the new stove's plug for just in case or whatever. But it got me to thinking about that whole plug thing because we had to buy a plug when we got our new dishwasher. That just makes me so happy. I love being taken advantage of. I'm trying to figure out who can do it to me next. But Phil is awesome. Phil got it all hooked up, wired up correctly. It's plugged in. The timer's set. We had a small debate. He won about the size of the oven. I thought it looked smaller. It really does. It looks smaller, but it's the same exact size. So the good news is we'll still be able to cook a turkey in it. And because it's an Amana stove, I have already hit the buttons on Amazon and ordered the canning element. I really hope it shows up by Saturday because I want to can that salmon, but I guess I can always do smaller batches of salmon. That's not that much salmon I can anyway. But it's just a pet peeve about the outlets or the plugs. I can't for the life of me believe that we have allowed this to happen. But we have a new to us stove. We're going to have the proper canning element for it, and all the plugs work. That's kind of like the trifecta for a stove, for me anyway. I think it's a good thing. Not sure that really anything else is going on. That took up a good chunk of our evening. Me and Phil, getting it up there and him doing all the electrical outlet, swap out and everything. The little piggies seem to be doing okay. I'm a little concerned about one of them right now. They're just watching them. Uh, I worry. That's what I do. Chickens are all doing really good. We think we figured out that whole mite issue. Yes. So thanks to my friend Sandy, she did a little research for me when I was drop dead exhausted last weekend. And so the grandkid and I are going to be raking like fiends, and we're going to be getting all that straw out of that chicken run and out of that chicken coop. They're going to shavings. That's it. I'll find something else for the floor. But they're going to shavings because the straw seems to be the culprit. They are self-medicating, which is phenomenal. The front end of the pig pen that we dismantled is muddy. It's really muddy. So they're spending all kinds of time in there, and especially the rooster, is spending a lot of time in the mud. And I noticed he had like mud all the way up his little legs. Well, the mud is killing the mites. So they're taking care of business. They're doing their thing. We raked up a bunch of the straw, and they're all doing dust baths like there's no tomorrow. Everyone's taking care of business the way that they should. So we're going to get out there this coming weekend, and we're going to take care of business as much as we can for them also. A lot of stuff to take care of here. So that's just my little checking in with you on a Wednesday, and I'll be back tomorrow with some more fun stuff. And everyone, just have a really great night. Thanks for being there. I really am having fun with this. Talk to you later. Bye.